already sent a security report earlier to us. So they stand by that particular security report.
Are you worried that the presidency wrote to the National Assembly in January saying, rejecting Mr. Magu, they've looked at that nomination again and representing him? And I remember that that letter was written alongside the one with the SGF saying, these men are clear from us for you to clear them. And there was a plea from the presidency. And again, when we wonder, the DSS and the security apparatus, they're responsible to the president. They briefed the president about the activities. And now having a nominee from the presidency being opposed by a part of the executive arm, does it worry you?
Well, for me, I want to believe everybody is doing his work. And for us in the legislature, our duty remains that we do the confirmation hearing. And as is customary for every nominee that is sent to us for whatever position, and there are so many of them, we normally ask the DSS to give us a security report on such nominees, which they have done. And so we have 2 reports coming from the DSS, the same content, the same,
nothing different.
Nothing different.
Because we also we hear though. Sorry a moment. We hear though that there was a report that the DSS gave to the presidency clearing Mr. Magu, and there is another report given to the Senate, which was different. 2 different reports earlier.
Well, I'm not able to say anything on that. I can only speak on behalf of the institution I represent, which is the Senate. And I think for me, like I've said, we have clear communication coming from the DSS, and the communication is very unambiguous. So whatever it is, the reality is simply that today, as it is, he appeared before us. And apart from the fact that we believe the institution of the DSS must be respected, they've given us their report. If we have relied on their report in the past to clear some other people, the fact that they've given us a report which is not favorable today should not give us room to say we are contesting that report. And at any rate, they've written this report twice now.
But why would the senators go ahead to question Mr. Magu when you had a report yesterday night saying that don't consider this man? You still went ahead and questioned it for over an hour.
No, the report did not say don't consider. They only told us their position with respect to security report, which we have. And so at the end of the day, if you remember the very first time when we went ahead and said on the strength of this we are not proceeding, we were accused of not giving him fair hearing. So this time around, he appeared, and ample opportunity was given to him to answer clearly those issues that were raised within the context of the DSS report. And I think to the best of my knowledge, I remember him saying that the integrity of the DSS itself is questionable.
Look at what Mr. Magu himself has said about the DSS report. Let's take a look at what he has said. Mr. Magu has clearly said that there is no fair hearing, that he has never been invited about those reports and those allegations here. There is a right to fair hearing, but up till now, the DSS has not invited me to hear my own side. This is a constitutional issue. From this statement, what do you make of him?
Well, I think let's get one thing clear. As it is, when the nomination was, that is when the name was forwarded to us as renomination, these issues were cleared, and he said he was asked to tell his own side of the story. And in fact, when we asked him questions saying that, look, there is this damning DSS report, he said he has given a written submission on all those allegations to the presidency. And so at the end of the day, he never thought the Senate was going to confront him. Since he's not here with the written report, he's not able to clearly give us key answers. So for me, I think for him, saying that he has not been given fair hearing, he's even contradicting himself. Which one do we believe?
Senator Abdullahi, there are a few senators in the Hollow Chamber that are facing allegations from the EFCC. They are being tried by the EFCC. Is it morally or legally right for them to sit in the Hollow Chamber questioning Mr. Magu?
Is there any law that bans them from sitting as senators?
But there is a case in court. Are you aware?
Any case in
to
court
stop them from sitting to hear the case of Mr. Magu?
there is nobody that can stop you from carrying a constitutionally mandated responsibility. And so anybody who is doing that is only carrying out an exercise in futility. The key issue is fundamental. It is their right as senators of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. They have been so appointed, and they have every right and privileges. There is no court of law that has denied them any of their privileges. So saying that they should not carry out their constitutional mandate, I don't think there is any court that will grant such kind of request.
If Mr. Magu's name is represented for a third time, do you think the Senate will pass him?
When we get to the river, we shall cross.
Senator Sabi Abdullahi, many thanks for coming on the program.
My pleasure.
The chairman of media, the Senate spokesperson, Senator Sabi Abdullahi, and Barrister Shitu, all of them giving their thoughts on this matter. We will stay on this matter. Some people will say that corruption will fight back. In fact, some already are saying, those who are in support of Mr. Magu are saying, it's corruption that is clearly fighting back. But another school of thought who will ask a critical question, from the same presidency comes a contradictory report on Mr. Magu. Where do we go from here? Who heads the EFCC now after today's incident? Those are very key questions that must be answered in the coming days. Many thanks for being part of the program. On behalf of the team, I'm Sean Kimale. Bye for now.